Sorry, Michelle said some crazy stuff.
What, about shaving her head?
You said no, the women fighters don't shave their legs
or their armpits until
during
it's
training
time to
camp.
fight.
Yeah. So it's real smooth, silky.
Oh.
Sweat a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
Yeah,
Confirmed
it's confirmed.
Well, Cortney, here you go. Another fight, another big name, ranked opponent. I mean, do you and your camp, do you ever sit back and have any strategy conversations and like, hey, let's maybe one easy fight along the way?
I don't want any easy fights. Yeah. I don't want a padded record, Got to beat the best to be the best. So, when they give me a fight, they give me a fight. It doesn't matter who it is.
Was this a matchup that in particular that you had eyed at all? I mean, this is she's been a name for a long time.
Yeah, I definitely thought it would come. I just didn't think it was going to come this quick, just because we both were coming off losses. I know she was matched up, I think, with Cavillo until that whole thing happened. So I was lucky enough to get this fight. But I've been getting good fights from the UFC, so we knew this fight was coming.
Does it mean anything to you? I mean, it's again, you fought the best in the division, and she's one of them. But for some reason, she's always had kind of this like star power attached to her as well. So does this fight like mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't mean any more than any other fight. You know what I mean? I just got to go in there and do my job. I mean, it's nice to always be able to fight, higher ranked, opponents. But I definitely think with her name and her star power and stuff like that, a win over her is going to be good.
I think the easy thing to look at, first of all, just is the size difference between the two of you. You know what I mean? Like, is that part of the game plan? I mean, do you look at that as like, this is going to be a huge asset in my favor or not? I'm
always kind of the bigger fighter in the division. So, I mean, it does play a part, but at the same time, being a small opponent's also good too, Like, she has a lower center of gravity, she has a good head and arm throw, so that we got to be worried about. She's super flexible. So, I mean, small people are hard to submit, small people are hard to hit, so, gonna aim small, miss small.
Nice. Last thing for me, give me an idea what the goal is for you. I mean, like you said, since you're always taking on the best in the division, I mean, do you think about title shots and rankings and things like that, or is it more just like the journey as a martial artist or things you can prove to yourself? What are the goals for you?
The goals are to fight as many times in a year as I can and get as many wins, and sooner or later I'll get there to the title fight, and slowly but surely I'll move up the rankings, and that's it, one fight at a time.
What has this week been like, being so close to home, being so close to the lab? Has it felt any different than a normal fight week?
Yeah, because it's Thursday and it's weight cut day and I'm here talking to you guys. So yeah, it's a little bit different, but I like it. I enjoy it. I like meeting new people and stuff like that and talking, but it's nice to be able to just kind of relax a little bit during fight week. But yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Have you been doing your normal routine, or are you staying in your house and you're...
No, normal routine. I stayed here last night, kind of stayed at my house Monday, Tuesday, and then stayed here last night just to kind of get the feel back and stuff. So, yeah.
The timing of this fight, the championship fight was obviously decided last week, and now Rose is the champion moving forward. Does the division feel any different with Rose as the champion? She's a very different champion than Joanna was.
No, it doesn't feel any different. I mean, Rose is a great champion just as well as Joanna was. So, I respect both of them, and sooner or later we'll get that fight. But I think she's a great champion. I mean, she carries herself well, and so did Joanna. So I don't think it's like a big difference like other when the belts change hand in other divisions. So yeah.
When did you find out that you were going to be on the main card?
Right away. Like, I kind of knew. I mean, it's Michelle Waterson, so you kind of know you're going to kind of be on the main card.
Was that exciting for you? I mean, millions probably watching on Fox.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, the cameras are going to be on whether, you're the first fight of the night or the last fight of the night, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, Cortney, we both know that you're a problem for anybody in this division. But I think that you are really overlooked a lot of ways. You're maybe even, an underdog when you think you shouldn't be. I mean, does that change the way you go into fights at all?
No, not at all. I mean, I think a lot of people look at my record and see that, what am I, 3-4? But I fought the top of the top. You know what I mean? I'm 7-4. I don't even know my own record. It doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, like I grew in the UFC. I've been fighting the best of the best from the beginning. I came into the UFC 4-1. So everyone else has, I think Michelle Waterson's is 16-3 or 16 and you know what I mean? So everyone's had bigger records than me. So it doesn't matter. I'm always the underdog regardless, even if I am a plus favorite, in Vegas or whatnot, but I feel like I'm always the underdog. Everyone always underestimates me just because of how my record looks on paper.
How do you feel like you match up with, let's say Rose, let's say Johanna? I mean, the top of the top of your division?
Like you said, I mean, I feel like I fare up well against anyone in the division, especially in the top 5. You know, my time's coming, so you guys will find out sooner or later.
And do you think a win Saturday night puts you right up there?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think with a win Saturday night, I might get Carolina. You know, I mean, it'd be a shock to me if they give Carolina right away to Joanna. I think. What's her name? I can't think of it. I always get her mixed up. No, not Claudia Gadelia. The one that just beat her. Yeah, Andrade. I think Andrade is going to be the next, you know, to fight Rose. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe they give it to Carolina, but if not, I'd like that Carolina fight. Maybe a rematch with Felice. Who knows?
I'd like to see them all. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
One of your teammates, Alex Caceres, kind of was involved. He got directly affected because of the mayhem last week in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you saw everything that went down with Alex ultimately and Connor?
It's crazy. It's just kind of crazy. I don't think he meant it to escalate the way it did. But like I've been saying all week, if you build a monster, you're going to get a monster. So I think that's just kind of what happened.
Get your thoughts on the main event. It looks like a fun one on paper. You got to pick between Poirier and Gaethje.
Oh, man, that's tough. I think it's going to be an outstanding fight. I don't care who wins, really. I think it's going to be great. I'm really excited to watch that fight.
Cool.
Excellent.
Awesome.
That's it.
Thank you.